Hey there, Crafty Loves, and welcome to the craft table. My name is Tiara, and today we are making these cute, adorable, funny love monsters for Olivia's classmates. Stick around, you're not going to want to miss a thing. Hey Crafty Loves, thank you for tuning in. This is Tiara with Mommy and Olivia Handcrafted Keepsakes, and I am going to go ahead and make these cute little Valentine's Day funny love bug monsters that Olivia is calling them. She thinks they're hilarious. And I'm going to be using this book for the foundation of what I need this for. So this is a book that's about 5 inches, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start wrapping it with some yarn. I purchased this yarn off of Amazon. I will leave the link in the description box for you. I really do not have like a set number of times I'm going to wrap this. So basically I'm just, I'm having a piece of extra string hang down. I'm going to keep hold of that this whole time. I am just wrapping it until it visually gets to what I am looking for. I need quite a bit of this yarn to fill these in. Okay. Alright, so I think this should be about enough. Okay. Alright, so that should be about enough. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut this down. Just taking an extra piece, and I'm going to cut that as well. Let's go ahead and place that to the side because we are pretty much done with that. Alright, so I have that. Okay, so I'm going to try and move this over as much as I can to the ends, just to kind of separate some of the yarn that's overlapping and to make it a bit easier for me to cut. Alright, so I'm going to hold on to this piece in the back and hold on to this piece in the front. And I'm going to grab these scissors because these seem to be the only scissors that I have right now that can cut through yarn. I don't use it a lot, so basically I'm just cutting down in small sections. Okay, just cutting it straight down in small sections. So like I was saying, I don't really use like a ton of yarn, so I don't have like specialty scissors for these. These, I forgot what kind of scissors these are. I think I got these scissors. I got them off of Amazon, and I think they were I got them for like cutting florals or something that I do work with on a regular basis. I can't remember, but I'll leave it for you guys in the description box. This cuts the yarn pretty good, as well as its original purpose. Okay, so I've gotten it all cut. Okay, it's all cut, and I'm still kind of holding it onto here. So now what I'm going to do is I am simply going to just remove it. Okay, removing it, keeping the center. Let me take this piece off. Okay, keeping at the center, and I'm going to go ahead and take this extra string. I'm just going to run it underneath in the center. Okay, and I just want to make sure that it's the front and the back are even. You see here it's not even, so I'm going to go ahead and just pull this up so that they're now like even. Okay, so now I have this. Okay, and I'm basically just going to tie it in a knot. So we're going to separate our yarn, you know, so we have the part where we have tied it off. Okay. And I'm going to take my chenille stem. Actually, no, I'm going to use the brown. Cute brown. Okay, let's get it even right here. All right, and put that underneath. Flip our yarn. Okay, let's just hold that. Okay, so this is what we should have. Okay, you're running that through the middle. And the tips should be even with each other. And I'm basically just going to pinch it right here at the base and give it 2 or 3 twists, tight twist, okay? We are going to go ahead and shape our heart, bringing the 2 ends down to meet in the middle, okay? Okay, so this is, you know, what it should look like. And then I'm just going to take one of the chenille stems and just wrap it around the other. Okay, and then I'm going to take the other one and just go ahead and wrap it around. Okay, and then I can just kind of mold and shape the heart. All right, so now we have started our little funny love bug monster. All right, so let's go ahead and move that to the side. Okay, Crafty Loves, so we've gone ahead and created the foundation for our gorgeous little funny love monsters, okay? For now, I'm just going to go ahead and place him on the side. Okay, go ahead. And I'm going to get my dowel. I'm going to get a dowel, and I'm grabbing 2 chenille stems in this really cute cookie color. I love this color. It's very soft. It's like a dark khaki. It's a deep khaki and cookie. Love this color. I am going to just start this maybe about right here. About right here. Not at the very top. I'm going to go right here. And you'll see why a little bit later. So let's go ahead and just place this in here. Okay. And I'm just going to wrap it. I don't want any gaps or anything. And I'm pulling it nice and tight. And then every couple of twirls on here, I'm just going to put a little dab of my hot glue just to secure it in place. Not a lot, because I don't want anything sticking through. But I just want to, you know, keep it tight, keep it in its place. And to do that, just a little dab of that hot glue. Okay, I'm going to continue to do this all the way down. And then we're going to do the same thing with the other. Okay, I'm pulling it tightly. I'm going to go ahead and place a dab of glue next to that ending. Okay, and hold it in place for a little bit. Now I am kind of going in like a diagonal, like a slant here. I'm not keeping it like straight across, like these twirls, kind of in a little slant diagonal. Okay, and we're coming to the end. I'm gonna go ahead and put my little bit of glue here. Okay, and everything should be nice and smooth. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off. Got it. All right, we don't need this part. We're gonna use this one. Oh my goodness, that was a lot. Okay, so I have that, and the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a red, and I'm pretty much going to do the same thing, but not as tight. I'm gonna leave some spacing. Okay, so I'm gonna put my dab of glue. Let's go ahead and hold this in place. Let the hot glue do its thing. I think this is a really cute color combination. My son, he wants one of these because I had made one for the boys at her school, well, in her class, and I'm like, okay, I wanted to like kind of play around with, okay, what am I doing here? What do I like? And he just lit up. Mind you, he's 3. He's 3 and he really did like it. So I was just like, okay. I'm just going to put a very small amount of glue, and I want to cover that. Okay, and I'm just going to continue to kind of just go down. I'm going to place another small amount of glue. Okay, another dab of glue. All right, I'm going to kind of hold it here for right now. Okay, I just want that to kind of dry. So this is what we're kind of looking at. This is so cute. It just reminds, it reminds me of like gingerbread and all that good stuff. Okay, so I'm holding it here in place. Now, this is what we're left with right here, and I don't want that to show. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the end of this and I'm just going to start, rolling it into itself. Rolling it in. Okay, and this is what we have because I've rolled it. Okay, and this is what it looks like. Roll it. And now I'm just going to go ahead and place some glue at the tip. Okay, I have our glue, and then I'm just going to place this on top of it. Okay, and just mold it on here because it has a Chanel stem in it. Well, because it has like a very thin piece of wiring in the Chanel stem, it's easy to mold. And I just want to make sure that every layer is touching that glue so that nothing comes apart. There's no openings, but every piece has touched that glue and it's all going to stick. Okay, so there we go. Now we have our beautiful little stick here. Go ahead and grab a piece of yarn. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and cut away. It doesn't really matter the size. We're just going to tie it into a knot. So I'm just grabbing that. So let's put that up there. And now we're just going to shake away anything. We're going to comb it. We're going to comb through it, using our fingers to comb through it and kind of straighten out all of these yarn strings. Okay, we want it to be very smooth, and let's go ahead and do that to the back as well. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and take my string and going to maybe come down an inch from the top, a little bit more, like an inch, a little bit more than an inch, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to tie this string. Okay. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and give it a nice tug. Let me pull it down just a little bit more. Okay, I want to go ahead and tie that nice and tight. Okay, I'm going to just go around the back. And then I'm coming back around the front. And I'm going to just tie a knot now. Okay. Alrighty. So now we have this. So we're building that foundation, building it up step by step. Okay. So now let's make sure this hot glue is heated up again. And we're going to shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them, turn them upside down and shake them. And we're going to find the center. Okay. Make sure everything is nice and smooth out. Nothing's overlapping. Okay. So this looks like the center, right? And let's go ahead and take our glue. I'm going to put a generous amount of glue in here. Then let's take our dowel. And that's why I didn't go all the way up with the chenille stem, because I want to leave that open. So I can just put that in here. I'm going to stuff that in here. Okay. And then that glue is going to touch the top of the chenille stem, giving it a nice hold. Okay. And while we have it here, let's go ahead and just leave it nice and flat. And let's open this face up a little bit, because we want to make sure that we are centering everything. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead in with, let me see what I want. I want to do, let's see, red. All right, so I'm grabbing my red. I think I'm going to do red. Should I do the red, or should I just do a cute brown again? I think I'm going to do brown, you guys. I really do like that cookie color brown. So I think, yeah, I think that would be better. So we're going to go ahead and, okay, let's go ahead and make it even. Okay, it's nice and even on both sides. I'm going to just dab some glue in the back here. And put that chenille stem right in there. Okay, we're going to just hold it in there for a little bit. Okay, just holding it in there and letting the glue do its thing. Right? Now I'm just going to take these two ends, cross them, and tighten them here, and give them a nice twist. 1, 2 twist, and then let's have have these stick out. Okay, and then let's go ahead and flip our little monster back over and find where we want to put these cute little arms. Okay, and smooth everything back out. Okay. Alright, so we're going to have everything right here. Let's go ahead and fix our little heart up a little bit. You know, he is a little love monster, so he has to have a really cute little heart. And I'm just going to start shaping these arms. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to roll one end of the hand. I'm going to roll it like about 2 or 3 times. Just how we did the bottom. Roll the chenille stem into itself like a little Swiss roll cake. Okay, so that's what it should look like, just nicely rolled. Okay, and let's go ahead and put our embellishments on here now. Okay, so I'm going to grab some fun little googly eyes. I'm going to grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these things. Oh my goodness, what are we doing here? What kind of little monster are we creating? Okay, and let's go ahead and dab our glue on here. And I'm going to go ahead and place that eye right here. Look at how cute. Look at how cute he is. Oh, he's adorable. He's not even scary. He's cute. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and put our little dab of glue here. And we are going to add it to his arm. I'm going to add that to his arm, because he is a little love bug monster and he has to have character. He has to have that monster character. And then our final eye is going to go no other than at the top of his heart. He has to keep an eye on his heart. Okay, let me just take off this glue. Okay, I just want to make sure that the back is nice. Okay, and there it is. Okay, he's so adorable. Oh, look, you guys, I love it. He's adorable. Adorbs. Okay. All right, so we're not quite done. We are going to just add that little extra little touch to make him into not just a funny little monster, but we're going to make him a gentleman. Like, we need a gentleman. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut this ribbon. This ribbon is Floral Garden ribbon. I am not sure where I got this from. I want to say this came from the Dollar Tree. I wanted to say that's where it came from. I will double check and see if I can find where I purchased this from. Oh man, I can't even remember where I got this ribbon from. I usually have know the details of everything that I purchased, but I cannot remember for the life of me where I got that. So I just cut off about, what is this? A little bit over 5 inches, and I'm just going to fold it. Okay, so I'm just basically creating a circle, and then we're going to pull it in. Okay, just pulling it in. So basically one end of the ribbon is touching this end, the other ribbon is almost touching that end. And I'm going to go ahead and grab my string or my yarn, and I'm going to tie this in the center, and we're going to create that little cute bow tie, shall I say. Okay. I want to make sure it's centered. All right, so let's turn this around, and we're just gonna, I tightened it, but not enough that I can't move it, because I still want to be able to find the center for our little bow tie for our little love monster. Okay, so I found the center, and I'm going to really give it a nice tight pull, and then knot our yarn. Okay, and then I'm just going to go ahead and cut off the excess. Okay. Alrighty. And let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and put a dab of, let me clean off this glue gun. Put a dab right here where his knot is, and we're going to cover that knot with his really cute little bow tie. Oh, he's so adorable. Adorable little monster. Okay, this is like a very, these are self-adhesive, iridescent gems, and they're absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous. And I do not know where I got these from. Excuse me, I'm sorry. My mom, she purchased these, and she gifted these to me. Now, if you guys watch any of my videos, you might hear me talk about my mom a lot and what she has given me or anything like that. My mom used to craft, and when I was a teenager, she used to craft, and she made t-shirts and all that stuff, and it just kind of stuck with me that my joy from crafting came from my mom. And so she has all this stuff still. I don't know why I put that right there. I should have just put it on the bow tie. But she has so much craft stuff. And when I started this craft business, she's, you know, she really wasn't doing it professionally, which is very fun and hobby and things like that, because it's something that she enjoyed doing previously. And I came down to visit. I went back home to visit, and she, you know, was just like, here, you know, take all this stuff back with you. Like, are you sure? Are you sure? And she's like, yeah, just take it all back with you. So she doesn't know, like, where she got, remember where she got a lot of this stuff from. But I am super grateful. So here is our cute little funny love monster. He's adorable. And I kind of think that I want to put something secure on the end here. I'm going to secure this with another chenille stem, because I don't want it to unravel, and I want to give it some height to keep that shape of the heart. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, let's just hold this in place. But yes, my mom is the reason why I do my crafting. She got me into crafting as I watched her as a child craft, and that's how it is, you know. And my kids are watching me. It's like our kids with anything that we do. They're always watching us. Everything that we say, everything that we do, who we are, shapes and molds who they are going to become in the future. Indirectly, directly, at some point, it's just influence. Yeah. We want to be good influencers for our children. Okay. All right, so now I feel a lot better about that. All right, and here we are. Isn't he adorable? He's so cute. Okay, lastly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of cut away some of the long strands or anything like that. But I'm saying it's a little monster, and he doesn't have to be perfect. But I do have some fairly long strands on here that I do want to get rid of. But I'm not going to make him perfect all the way around. I'm just not going to do that, because he's a little love monster, and he's a little rough, and he's a little gentleman, and he's a little sweet, and he's a little bit of everything. He has character. So we're going to go ahead and just cut off these little pieces. These little pieces that are just a little bit too much. Okay? Okay? So he has some short, he has some medium, he has some long, because he has character, you guys. He is a love monster ASMR. So adorable. There you have it, you guys. Isn't he adorable? He's so cute. I love him. Again, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tell all your friends and family to come over. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, so that we can grow our community, we can grow our channel, and we can keep giving you guys some really creative ideas that we have in our heads and that we love and that we want to share with you guys. Thanks again for watching, and happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you for watching. Turn on your notification bell so you don't miss the next craft.